In today's episode, we are going to cover 3 key lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a foundational book that has become instrumental in my journey to success and wealth. Early in life, I learned that there are fundamental differences between how the rich think and act towards money compared to everyone else. I began to adopt those same thoughts and strategies and found them to be completely true. These are 3 key lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad that changed my financial life for the better. 1. Most people work for money. Rich people have money work for them. If there is one lesson to bring home with you, it's this. Rich people have money work for them. This lesson has become such a cliche that many consider it to be a myth. Say whatever you will, but it's absolutely true. Don't get me wrong, working for money and getting a job can become the first step in building wealth. The difference between the rich and the poor, however, is that the rich don't stay in the job phase for very long. They realize early that to become rich, they need to become the people who hire others into jobs and not hold jobs themselves. The rich learn the virtue of becoming business owners early. After all, running a business is, more than anything else, about learning how to leverage resources and people to earn more money than you ever could by exchanging your own labor for a wage. As the business becomes more profitable, you can then reinvest some of those profits into building your business and increasing your income. 2. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. The rich, especially the self-made ones, put extra emphasis on saving money. At the end of the day, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. One of the fundamental mistakes most people make is spending most of their income saving only what's left over. What's worse, that amount may be swallowed up by unexpected expenses in certain households. The situation is very different among the rich, particularly among those who aspire to become wealthy. Though financial planners may recommend saving and investing 10% or 15% of your income on a regular basis, the aspiring rich may save 40% to 50% or more of their income. There's no denying the fact that saving that amount of money can only be done by living well below your means. This arrangement, however, is usually temporary. As your savings and investments grow, so does the income they generate for you. 3. Rich people acquire assets, not liabilities they think are assets. Consider this question. Is the household you live in an asset or a liability? It's not surprising that most would answer asset. Most people think of it as the biggest asset they have. Some even devote an enormous percentage of their income both to acquiring and maintaining it. But even while a house can build value over time, it's not an income-generating asset. Quite the opposite. It costs you money to keep it. It's really not an investment until and unless you sell it, take your cash, and invest it in something that will produce income. Assets acquired by the rich include stocks, bonds, investment funds, businesses, and income-generating real estate. What all the above have in common is that they either have the ability to generate a steady income, increase in value, or both. Over time, the growth in income-generating assets result in a higher income. Eventually, the income being produced by those assets may be enough for the owner to live comfortably without having to work anymore. Those are the 3 key lessons I've learned from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hopefully, these lessons can give you valuable insights into how rich people become rich. Achieving these results, however, involves a major paradigm shift. If you can embrace it as part of your financial education, your entire monetary dynamic will truly change for the better. Comment below one thing that you will apply to your own life from today's video.